Dave Rennie has announced his first All Blacks team as head coach, and I think it's a great mix of rewarding guys that have played really well in Super Rugby, Ruben Love, Kuntupai, Xavier Numia, Fei Finianganufu, but then also understanding that this is test match rugby, this is international rugby, and you need your tried and trusted players in there, your Damien McKenzie's, your Will Jordans, your Artie Savies, your Luke Jacobsons. You need those guys in there that know what it takes to play international rugby and going to help you get the job done. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. All Blacks fans, non-All Blacks fans, what do you think of Dave Rennie's first All Blacks squad named? Is this All Blacks team strong enough to beat the French? What do you think of some of the combinations? What do you think of some of the players named? Love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments, and we're just going to get straight into it. All Blacks team to take on the French. You got Ethan de Groot, Cody Taylor, Fletcher Newell up front. Josh Lord, Sam Derry in the locks. You got Peter Lackey, Luke Jacobson, Artie Savia, captain. Cam Roigard, Ruben Love, Hurricanes 9-10 combo. Throw Geordie Barrett in there. Geordie Barrett and Quintu Bayer in the centres, and back three of Caleb Clark, Will Jordan, Damien McKenzie. On the bench, you got a sophomore more, Xavier Numia, debut. Tyrell Lomax, Patrick Tuipulotu, Wallace Atiti, Cortez Ratima, Billy Proctor, and Fei Finianganufu. Debut. The debut, man. The two Hurricanes boys on the bench for their debut. And man, I think while again, it will definitely divide opinion, because if you don't see your favorite player named or your favorite combinations named, like, you're going to think something differently, right? I just think it's a great mix of rewarding players in form, players that are playing well at the minute, like Dave Rennie said he was going to do. So Ruben Love coming in at 10. Caleb Clark has played really well. Xavier Numia on the bench. Finianganufu on the bench. Even Quintu Paia bringing him in at 13. Guys that have been playing really, really well. But then understanding that it is still test match rugby. It is still the elite. It's international rugby. You're going to need guys that are tried and trusted at that level, that know what it takes to get the job done, and they're going to help you get the job done, right? So you're Damien McKenzie, bringing him in at fullback. Will Jordan bringing him in on the wing. Even someone like Luke Jacobson bringing in to the back row. Artie Savia, of course. The only area of concern, I guess, where there is a bit of lack of experience, especially playing together, is Josh Lord and Sam Derry in the locks. But you think of some of the guys out injured, Tupou Vai, Scott Barrett, Fabian Holland. Josh Lord and Derry are probably your best fit locks at the moment. Tupou Vai, I think, is still struggling with concussion. So he's out. You've got Patrick Tuipulotu on the bench. We just run through it. So in the front, Ethan de Groot, Cody Taylor, Fletcher Newell, that's your best front row. That is your best front row there. I don't care what anyone says about Cody Taylor, and I think that's probably the biggest question mark in that front row. I think that everyone can agree on de Groot and Fletcher Newell. Very extremely strong scrummagers, also get through a ton of work, ball carries and tackles, so on both sides of the ball. But for me, Cody Taylor, he's still up there, the Mount Rushmore of hookers. Cody Taylor is up there with Malcolm Marks, with Dan Sheehan, with Mo Waka. He's up there. And he gets the nod there. And I like that then they've got the power off the bench of Numia, Moore, and then Lomax to come on. A full Hurricanes reserve front row to come on. I don't mind that at all. Tossie probably a bit unlucky to miss out, but giving Numia a shot there, giving Tyrell Lomax a shot there as well. So I don't mind that. And again, it's rewarding guys that have been playing good rugby. So Dave Rennie is definitely living up to that. In the locks, that's, again, a bit of inexperience, a bit of unlucky around injuries there and around depth. And I guess this is it's good. It's a good thing. It's a bad thing and a good thing. Like the bad thing being a lot of injuries in one position, but then a good thing to give these younger guys or the new guys coming through game time and a bit of experience. Like you're up against it now, mate. You're next up. It's next man up. You're up against the French who love lineouts, who love the set piece, and you're going to have to be physical and you're going to have to stand up at lineout time. So Josh Lord, Sam Derry, you're up. Patrick Tuipulotu on the bench, you're up. And I don't mind that. Like Lord and Derry, they've they've been playing really well in Super this year. So good to see them get a crack. Then the makeup of the back row. So Jacobson, Lakai, and then Ardi Savia at 8. Not much line-out options there. Like, you could probably throw Ardi Savia up. Lakai probably gets thrown up. But with height-wise, like, not much line-out options in that regard. But when it comes to work rate and what these guys are going to bring on both sides of the ball with regards to work rate, tackles, double-digit tackles, easy for all three of these guys. Carries, double-digit carries for all three of these guys. Like turnover ball, being pests at ruck time. That's what Jacobson, Peter Lakai, and Ardi Savia are going to bring you. And then you've got someone like Wallace Titi to come off the bench. I don't mind that at all. And I can't wait to see Ardi Savia just back in black, baby, with the captain's armband, and it's official. Then into the backs. And it's the 9-10 combo that we've all been screaming for. We don't have to riot because Ruben Love has got the 10 jumper. And it makes so much sense. They've done so well together at the Hurricanes. It has to, just take that recipe there and just apply it there. Yes, it's a different ball game because it's international rugby. But if familiarity and like knowing your player inside and outside of you and keeping a constant there in a different environment, but at least that is constant, that combination, that's the best way for that combo to thrive, is that they've been tested there in one environment. Let's put them in a different environment, but keep them together and see how they go there. It's, again, rewarding players in form. And he's done well, I feel like, Rennie, because there was either between Ruben Love or McKenzie at 10, right? But he's gone with Ruben Love. Then he's got McKenzie at fullback, which is, it's probably, like, I wouldn't say his best position, but D-Mac on a rip and tear with 15 on his back is a scary sight. When you see that little blonde-haired kid just running lines from the heavens, from the rugby heavens, it's a beautiful sight. So to see him getting let loose at the back there, I don't mind that at all. He's got Will Jordan and Caleb Clark either side of him, D-Mac does. And what that then allows, because D-Mac has the first versatility to play 10 and fullback, it allows the explosiveness of Finianganufu to be on the bench. And you don't need someone on the bench that can play 10 because D-Mac is there. He can cover. Any injuries happen to Ruben Love, D-Mac comes in, Will Jordan moves to fullback, and Finianganufu comes onto the wing. So I love it. It's great to have versatility like that. In the centre, so you've got Jordie Barrett, Quinn Tupaia, best Super Rugby player this year. He played predominantly at 12, but we have seen him play 13 for the Chiefs and for the All Blacks, and that is just, oh man, it's scary. Like the options they'll have to set first phase All Blacks is, you have Caleb Clark coming around the corner. You got Jordie Barrett running a short. Quinn Tupaia is a short option there as well. Just think of off the top from a line out, straight to Cam Roigard. You'll have Caleb Clark running a short next to Roigard. You can have Jordie Barrett on that coming in. And then even a little bit wider, you've got Quinn Tupaia. Just run, and you can have Roigard being the option taker there. You're going to have the little short. You're going to miss him for Jordie Barrett, or you can miss both of them for Quinn Tupaia running short. Ooh, and then out the back, you've got Ruben Love and still D-Mac and Will Jordan. That's nice. That is nice, all right? So watch out for that. I think I've just explained one of All Blacks' strike plays of the line-out. Definitely clipping that up. That is nice. So again, I like it. You've got Ratima on the bench. They can come on and cover 9. Obviously, Billy Proctor is coming on to cover centre, and Finianganufu that covers wing. I like it. I like I said, the mix of rewarding players that have played really well in Super Rugby, but then also understanding, like, we can't just throw all the newbies in We need guys that have been there, done that, and know what it takes to win at international level and to get the job done. Because at the end of the day, it's results-based. And even though Dave Rennie, it's his first game, you want a dub. You want a W after the game, all right? And I think it's an exciting, strong, explosive, like there's power, there's physicality, but there's also like electricness, is that a word? Electricity out the back. And I like it. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. Stay tuned. I'll have the preview for round 1 out tomorrow. But let me know in the comments what do you think of the All Black squad to take on France. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Bye.